Most people walk past ordinary rocks every day. They don't look twice at the cracked ones, the dull ones, or the oddly shaped ones. But here's the secret. Those very patterns are often clues, silent signs that lead to gemstones. Gemstones don't appear by chance. They grow under precise conditions: heat, pressure, chemical reactions, and those forces leave marks on the rocks around them. If you learn to read these marks, the world transforms. Every rock you pick up could be part of nature's treasure map. Today, we'll decode that map. Here are 10 rock patterns that secretly lead you to gemstones. 1. Vein patterns. Imagine hiking along a rocky path and noticing a stone sliced through with a pale, jagged streak. It looks like lightning frozen in stone. That's a vein pattern, a direct clue to gemstone-rich environments. Veins form when mineral-rich fluids seep into fractures in rock and then harden over time. Quartz veins are the most common, and where quartz runs, gemstones often follow. Amethyst, citrine, topaz, they all hide in veins. These veins can be thin as a pencil line or thick as a wall, but what matters is that they cut through surrounding rock in bold, unnatural lines. Prospectors study veins the way treasure hunters study maps. 2. Concentric bands. Some rocks reveal their secrets in circles. Concentric bands, rings of color stacked inside stone, are classic signals of gemstones like agates and chalcedony. From the outside, these rocks may look rough or dull, but when cut open, they reveal hypnotic swirls that look like the growth rings of a tree. Agates form inside cavities where minerals slowly deposit in layers. Each band marks a chapter in the stone's growth, creating vivid stripes of red, orange, blue, or gray. Prospectors call these sleeper stones because their exteriors look so unremarkable. A simple hammer strike can transform a muddy nodule into a collector's dream. 3. Bubble-textured rocks. Sometimes the clues to gemstones aren't in lines or rings, but in strange bubbly textures. Rocks that look pitted, porous, or filled with holes may have formed from volcanic gases. These cavities, called vesicles, can later fill with minerals, turning empty spaces into gemstone pockets. Geodes are the most famous examples. On the outside, they look like ugly, lumpy spheres, but inside they glitter with crystals, amethyst, quartz, or calcite, grown in secret chambers. Each one is a lottery ticket. You never know whether you'll find a hollow dud or a sparkling cathedral of crystals. 4. Crystal shadows. One of the strangest gemstone signals isn't the gem itself, but the ghost it leaves behind. Crystal shadows are impressions left in rock after a crystal has dissolved or been removed. They look like geometric outlines, squares, hexagons, or diamonds, etched into stone surfaces. These patterns are proof that crystals once grew there, and often others still remain nearby. Prospectors read these like footprints in the dirt, signs that the quarry once hosted vibrant mineral life. The human eye is naturally drawn to symmetry, which is why crystal shadows stand out. 5. Rainbow flash. Few natural signs are more enchanting than a sudden rainbow glint from a dull rock. This rainbow flash, often seen when light hits the surface just right, is a strong clue for gemstones like opal, labradorite, or moonstone. Opals hide their fire beneath plain skins. Crack open an ordinary-looking nodule, and you may unleash blues, greens, and fiery reds that dance in the light. Labradorite often looks like a gray stone until sunlight reveals its electric flashes of blue or gold. These stones rely on internal structures that bend and scatter light, creating flashes too vivid to ignore. If a rock seems to change color when you tilt it, don't pass it by. 6. Hidden stars. Some gemstones hold entire constellations within. Star sapphires and star rubies display asterism, star-shaped rays that glide across their surfaces when polished. The secret lies in tiny needle-like inclusions of rutile inside the stone, perfectly aligned to reflect light in symmetrical patterns. From the outside, rough sapphires and rubies may look unremarkable, but tilt them in light and you might glimpse the faint outline of a star. Prospectors call these sleeping stars, because only cutting, polishing, or the right light can wake their brilliance. Finding one is like uncovering a secret night sky hidden inside a pebble. Seventh, layered stripes. Striped rocks are nature's diary of pressure and time. When rocks endure heat and immense pressure, their minerals realign, forming alternating light and dark layers. These layered stripes signal metamorphic activity, the exact environment where gemstones like garnet, kyanite, and staurolite often appear. The bands may look like stretched ribbons or zebra patterns frozen into stone. Unlike the rings of agates, these stripes are usually linear, running parallel through slabs of rock. They tell you the land has endured violent change, where ordinary minerals transformed into extraordinary stones. Prospectors value these striped rocks because they mark the birthplace of transformation. 8. Concretions and knobs. Rocks sometimes grow odd lumps, knobs, or ball-like shapes on their surface. These features, called concretions, form when minerals gather around a center point, slowly building nodules that may contain chalcedony, agate, or even small geodes. To the untrained eye, these rocks just look misshapen. But to gem hunters, the knobs are potential treasure vaults. A single cracked concretion might reveal colorful agate bands or a hollow crystal-filled pocket. The trick is spotting the ones with unusual heft or faint translucence. 9. Iridescent tarnish. Some rocks wear a metallic coat that shimmers like oil on water. This iridescent tarnish is more than decoration. It's often a clue to mineral-rich environments where gemstones grow. Stones like labradorite or opalized rock can flash rainbows when light strikes their surfaces. The effect comes from microscopic structures that split and bend light into colors. Prospectors have learned to pause at this sign because where iridescence appears, rare mineral combinations often follow. Even chalcopyrite, nicknamed peacock ore, can display this rainbow glow. A plain-looking rock that gleams with sudden color is a signal no hunter should ignore. 10. Cross-shaped twins. Every so often, the earth leaves us a gemstone in the form of a perfect cross. Staurolite, nicknamed the fairy cross stone, grows in crystal twins that naturally intersect at right angles. To casual hikers, they look like strange plus signs etched into rock. To gem hunters, they're rare treasures steeped in legend. These crosses form under intense pressure when crystals grow together in symmetrical patterns. For centuries, they've been carried as talismans for protection and luck. Before they're polished, they simply appear as earthy brown crystals with unmistakable shapes. If you stumble on a rock etched with a cross, you're witnessing one of nature's rarest alignments. The earth speaks in patterns, and gemstones are its most dazzling whispers. Nature hides gemstones in two ways: through patterns inside the rocks and through clues in the landscape that only prospectors notice. Those veins, stripes, bands, crystal shadows, and flashes are the internal signs of how gemstones formed. But the rocks around them, the basalt, granite, schist, river pebbles, even dull black sands, are the external clues gem hunters watch closely. When you understand both, you stop guessing and start reading the ground like a treasure map. Because once you do, every stone you've ever walked past suddenly feels suspicious. The ones people call ugly, ordinary, and worthless are often disguises for gemstones worth more than gold. For centuries, those who search for gems have kept these secrets hidden. Knowledge passed from one prospector to another, whispered but never shouted. Because if too many people knew the truth, the world of gem hunting would change forever. Today, we'll step into that hidden world. By the end, you'll see rocks differently. You'll wonder if the dull stones you ignore every day are hiding something extraordinary, and you'll understand exactly why gem hunters don't want you to know this. Chapter 1. The rocks you walk past. Every day on the surface, the world looks ordinary. Granite cliffs, black volcanic stones, dull quartz veins. Nothing special. But to those who know the signs, these are the starting points of treasure hunts. Take granite. To most people, it's just building material. Gray, speckled, lifeless. Yet granite often forms beside pegmatites, veins where gemstones like topaz, tourmaline, and sapphire grow. Hidden in the cracks of boring rock, flashes of blue or green signal riches waiting to be discovered. Basalt is another disguise. Dark, rough, and heavy, it covers volcanic fields across the world. Farmers push it aside without a second thought. But beneath certain basalts are kimberlite pipes, the ancient volcanic channels where diamonds are born. An entire fortune can rest inside what looks like nothing more than cracked black stone. Even quartz, so common it seems worthless, hides secrets. Cloudy veins in canyon walls often conceal purple amethyst or golden citrine inside. To the untrained eye, it's just another rock. But when broken open, the sparkle tells a different story. Gem hunters walk past these same stones, but they don't dismiss them. They look closer. And in that small difference, in noticing what others ignore, fortunes are made. Chapter 2. The Language of Stones. Gem hunters see the earth differently. To them, rocks speak a hidden language. A shine here, a fracture there, a flash of color in the sun, all clues. A greasy luster on an otherwise dull pebble. That could be a rough diamond. A rainbow shimmer across a gray surface after rain. A sign of opal beneath the skin. A hexagon imprint inside a plain-looking crystal. That's corundum, the mineral family of sapphires and rubies. These signs are invisible to most people, and gem hunters prefer it that way. Because once you understand the language of stones, every landscape transforms into a treasure map. Streams become trails of clues, hillsides become vaults, and every pebble becomes a possibility. That's why gem hunting is not just about luck, it's about knowledge. The more you know, the more you see, and the more you see, the less ordinary the world becomes. Chapter 3. Fortunes. Hidden in plain sight. Throughout history, ordinary people have stumbled upon stones that changed their lives. In Australia, a man digging fence posts pulled out a lump of rough rock. It sat ignored in a barn for weeks, but one sunset revealed flashes of blue and green dancing across its surface. It was opal, worth over $80,000. In the United States, a farmer moved aside a heavy gray boulder in his field. For years, it was nothing but an annoyance, until a geologist identified it as sapphire-bearing corundum. The crystals inside were large enough to cut into jewels that would fetch thousands each. In Africa, children playing by a river pocketed smooth pebbles, believing they were toys. Those pebbles turned out to be raw garnets, blood red and valuable. What was worthless in appearance became priceless in reality. Stories like these reveal nature's trick. The most extraordinary treasures are often wrapped in the most ordinary skins, and they reveal why gem hunters guard their secrets. Because chance discoveries threaten to expose what they'd rather keep hidden. Chapter 4. Nature's Trickery. Why does nature hide beauty inside ugliness? The answer lies in the violence beneath our feet. Deep in the earth, heat and pressure twist minerals into new forms. Carbon hardens into diamond. Silica transforms into opal. Trace elements like chromium and titanium turn crystals fiery red or deep blue. But these gems don't appear polished and shining. They form inside host rocks, protective shells that look ordinary, even ugly. Kimberlite, cracked and greenish, is the world's most important diamond host. Petrified wood, dull and fossilized, often hides glowing opal and jasper inside. Even limestone, soft and chalky, sometimes conceals crystalline geodes. It's nature's favorite disguise, a worthless shell guarding a priceless core. And it means that to find gemstones, you must look beyond appearances. Chapter 5. Stones. They hope you ignore. Across the world, there are certain rocks gem hunters desperately hope you overlook. Schist, flaky and dull, seems unremarkable. But within it, garnets grow like red seeds, some worthless, some worth a small fortune. Black sands, those heavy deposits along rivers, look like nothing more than grit. But prospectors know they're loaded with minerals, and wherever black sands settle, gold, sapphires, and even diamonds may not be far. River pebbles, smooth and gray, look like the least valuable of stones. Yet in the right conditions, they hide veins of opal that glimmer when wet. For seconds, a rainbow reveals itself, before vanishing again. And serpentine, greasy, greenish, often ignored, is sometimes jade in disguise. In Asia, jade was once valued above gold. Fortunes ride on stones most people would never glance at twice. That's why secrecy is so important. As long as people dismiss these rocks, gem hunters keep their advantage. Chapter 6. The choice of the finder. Imagine you're walking a trail. You spot a dull, heavy rock with a strange glimmer. You pick it up, curious. Most would toss it aside, but you pause. What if? You take it home, clean it, and realize it hides a gemstone worth $50,000. Now comes the question, would you sell it or keep it? This is the decision faced by countless accidental finders. Some cash out, trading mystery for money. Others hold on, cherishing the stone as proof of luck and wonder. Either choice carries weight. But one thing is certain, once you've uncovered treasure in plain sight, the world never looks the same again. Chapter 7. The Hidden War for Gems. For centuries, gem hunting has been built on secrecy. Not all secrets are born of greed. Some are born of survival. In Myanmar, ruby-rich valleys were once guarded by watchmen, forbidden to outsiders. In South Africa, diamond fields were hidden under lies and misdirection until prospectors secured control. In Madagascar, whispers of sapphire finds drew thousands overnight, leaving landscapes stripped bare. Knowledge is power. Every gemstone keeps its secrets quiet. A shimmer here, a pattern there, a shape most people ignore. Prospectors rely on these clues, and now you can too. Next time you're out walking, remember, you're surrounded by stones that might be hiding something extraordinary. And the more signs you learn to recognize, the easier it becomes to find what others walk right past. Stay curious. Your next discovery could be a single rock away.